Hi guys, welcome to another video. So as you can tell by the title, I am in the middle of a raw vegan cleanse. I did a poll on my Twitter account and asked everyone if they would like a weekly update on the cleanse or if they wanted me to wait until the end of the cleanse to get an update, but everyone decided on a weekly update. So today is day 10 of the cleanse, so I'm just going to go over the first 7 days of my cleanse and talk a little bit about why I started it. So basically, I follow this blogger named Ronicha. She has a blog called The Hero Is Within, and she did a post about a 28-day raw vegan cleanse she did. During the time of the cleanse, me and her did record a podcast episode, so I will have the link to the podcast episode below and also a link to her blog below and the blog post talking about her 28-day cleanse. She decided to start to do the cleanse again, but she wanted to do it with other people. She's only doing it for 15 days, but I decided to do the full 28. So technically the cleanse would be ending this week Friday, I believe, because Valentine's Day is on a Thursday, but I'm going to continue out for the full month. I just thought, you know what, February is already 28 days, I might as well just do the full month. So basically the cleanse is, I know vegan is a buzzword, but the cleanse is eating vegan foods. So that means like no meat, no dairy, no processed foods, nothing cooked. So that means, like, say if you were to go to the grocery store and get carrots, I can't cook the carrots. I have to eat them raw. So that limits me on certain vegetables I can't cook. For me personally, I won't eat like raw sweet potatoes. I'm still on the fence about the broccoli. I kind of want to buy broccoli so badly, but I just don't know how good it would taste raw. So I may experiment and try it out, but I don't know for a fact. We'll see what happens. But yeah, when you sign up for the cleanse, which you can still sign up and do it even post the cleanse happening, but when you sign up for the cleanse, she gives you a guide with ideas of meals and things you should be doing. Some things I'm not doing that I should be doing, which I am going to try and incorporate over the next few weeks. But for me, the way my version of the cleanse is going is I work out every morning. I wake up at 5:30 to go work out, and I'm in the gym for at least an hour to an hour and a half. I do have a blog post about me changing up my health regimen, and with me learning more about health, fitness, and what my goal is with my body right now. I am switching up my routine a little bit, but for the cleanse, the first 7 days, the way my fitness schedule is, I have it in my notepad, so I'm just gonna read it off from there. So I know for a fact what I was doing is I start my cardio before I do my weightlifting, and Monday, Tuesday I do 45 minutes of cardio. Wednesday, Thursday I do 30 minutes of cardio. Friday was 20. Saturday I believe was Saturday. I always forget how much cardio I do on Saturday. I think Saturday is 45 minutes. Let me see. I changed it recently. So Saturday I believe was 45 minutes, and then Sunday was 45 minutes of cardio too. Monday, Wednesday was leg and lower body basically. Tuesday, Thursday was upper body. Friday was full body. Saturday I gave it to myself to be like miscellaneous, just because, you know, Saturday is like the days when you do stuff. So I wasn't sure how much time I would be able to spend in the gym on Saturdays, so I leave that for like HIIT or different things like that, and kind of switch it up. And then Sunday was cardio only days. But I talked to a trainer at my gym, so I'm switching up my workout a little bit. I'm doing a lot less cardio actually. I'm not going to do 45 minutes anymore, and I'm also going to start with weightlifting first and do my cardio last. So that's like my fitness during the cleanse for the first week. That's what I was doing. Eating wise, so when I go to the gym, I typically go to the gym on an empty stomach just because it's so early. I don't really like to eat that early in the morning. The most I'll eat is nuts, which I'll get into. I have been addicted during this cleanse. When I come, like, maybe I'll have like some water, or if I have tea left over, depending on which tea it is, I'll probably like finish that up. Usually I'll have like green tea from the night before, so I'll just drink that. I don't mind green tea the next day. It tastes fine to me, but I know some of the darker teas, I don't like them the next day. So I'll have that, or maybe like a little bit of water, but I don't want too much on my stomach. So I'll go to the gym, come home. Because I have roommates, the night before I'll make my celery juice, and I'll also have my hot lemon with water. Then I'll make my breakfast, which was half of a grapefruit, maybe like 2 to 3 slices of cantaloupe, and then kiwi, like half of a kiwi. And then I'll have a serving of almonds. I had some pomegranate, so for a couple of days I did have like a few scoops of pomegranate seeds. So that was my breakfast, and depending on how my day was going, I would like take a break, or I would head to work or head to whatever my activity was for that day. For lunch, my lunch was collard green wraps. So it was raw collard greens, not collard greens from Thanksgiving. No, it was raw collard greens. And like I said, you can go to the blog post to see how all this was put together. But it was collard green wraps. So I'll just take like one collard green leaf from the bunch, and I cut up peppers, carrots. For the first few days I did peppers and carrots and tomatoes. Then I ended up running out of tomatoes because I also used them for my dinner. So I would at the end I had avocados, so I added avocados. Like I think Friday and Saturday I added avocados. With that I would have a banana, and I would also pair it with, I believe, walnuts. For my snack, like if I was home and I was like you know, you get the munchies sometimes when you're home and you're bored, I would just have like guacamole. So I made my own like fresh guacamole with some carrots. I have bought baby carrots. I figured that I may like want to snack on something, so I figured me having baby carrots would be a good snacking alternative. And then for dinner I had a salad. I used arugula as my base, and I added in tomatoes, pistachios. I got addicted to pistachios, apples, and tomatoes, apples, and pistachios. I think that was it. And I also had bought from Trader Joe's, I bought like a salad blend. So once I ran out of the arugula, I switched to the salad blend. That was my dinner, and I would also have an orange with that, like a full orange. Then that would be it for the rest of the night. I tried to not eat like a lot of things. If I was like super hungry, like say if I had my dinner earlier in the evening, because say if I was at work and depending on when my break was, I had to eat my dinner earlier than expected, then when I came home I would just make myself another salad, or just snack on like nuts. And with that I also did have pecans, I think, with my dinner. I would do pistachio. I did pistachios the first few days, and I did pecans the last few days because I ran out of pistachios. I was addicted to pistachios right now. Like I'm addicted. The rest of the evening I would only drink tea and water. I wouldn't really be hungry some nights, but some days, especially when I had to go from like my work to my internship, or my internship to my back to work, or when I was just having more movement, I was a lot tired. When I was having more movement, I was more tired. And when I started doing like heavier weights, like Wednesday and Thursday are my heavier weight days, or heavier reps, I was exhausted. So I noticed that on those days I was hungrier, so I did have more meals throughout the day. Ronicha did mention that you may experience like headaches and other things. I've never experienced a headache throughout this like week. The only thing I experienced is like more hunger, which was related to the days I was more active, which is totally understandable. So that was the first week, I guess you could say. I felt fine. I think for me the biggest thing is so you know how when you eat like a burger and fries, you feel full and you're like, oh yeah, that was good. You feel like sitting on your stomach. Eating vegan, you don't feel the food sitting on your stomach, which was, it's still weird to me. I know for breakfast, I'm not usually that hungry. Like I love breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite time of the day, but I don't really have like that craving feeling with breakfast. But with lunch especially, I would be like, oh my gosh, why don't I have that feeling of the food sitting on my stomach? What happened? Like I need to be munching on more stuff. So throughout the day, I'll just keep munching on things even though I'm necessarily not hungry. And I talked to Ronicha about it, and she said that it could be the fact that I need to have more food. So I think going into this next week, that's going to be one of my goals, is to increase my food intake. I'm trying to like follow the serving amount on my food, but it's hard because I want to make sure that I'm full at the same time too. And sometimes the suggested serving amount isn't enough for me. So I'm monitoring that. Like I said, I've been addicted to nuts. So the first grocery shopping trip I did, I bought pistachios, almonds, walnuts, and peanuts. I bought all of it from Trader Joe's, unsalted. Like, I bought the rawest kind they had, so there was no salt on any of this stuff. Literally, I got on the train, and I wasn't even like on the train, I was just waiting for the train. I ate like a third of the bag of the pistachios. I wasn't paying attention that night, and I got on the wrong train, so I was lost. Like, I wasn't lost, but I had to like go backwards to get back on the train I needed to get on. So because I was out longer than I needed to be, I was like hungry. And since all of the food in my bag was raw, I couldn't just be on, well, I could have been on the train eating a carrot, but I wasn't about to do that. So I was just eating pistachios. By the next day, they were gone. I think maybe 2 days after that, they were gone. And honestly, the second day, it was mainly crumbs in there, but I like finished it up. Or like the third day was just crumbs in there, but they were gone. So I noticed I've been addicted to pistachios and I think almonds. Pistachios and almonds have been like my go-to in the nut variety. But like I said, I did put a post on Twitter, and I've been learning about like body mass and body fat. So I was like, I need to lose body fat, and Ronicha told me, she follows me on Twitter, so I guess she saw the post and she said, well, intaking a lot of nuts can affect your body fat. And that's when I realized the two things I had been eating the most were nuts and avocado. Those are healthy, but they're high in fat. So over the next remainder of the cleanse, I'm working on limiting the amount of nuts and avocados I take. I'm still going to increase like the amount of veggies and other things I take because those are still good, but just monitoring which vegetables and fruits give me higher energy, which ones are higher in sugar, which ones are water based. It's just a lot of like things you have to figure out and like get the good best combination and what's gonna like overall keep me full and not munching on things. So that's been that. That's mainly been the cleanse for the first week. I feel good. Like I said, I do need to increase my intake of food because I'm not eating enough, I feel like. And I'm also doing heavy weightlifting. So the things that I'm not doing that I need to be doing is I need to be taking supplements. I literally just found a health store by my house, so I'm gonna buy supplements this week and get back, like especially protein. I'm gonna buy that this week because I need to get protein for me to be lifting these heavy weights. So yeah, so that's my goals. Right now I'm trying to get down to 130. So I don't know if I should say my weight now or wait until the end to give like this is my weight before, this is my weight after, but I guess I'll just say it since I mentioned it. My weight at the beginning of the cleanse, I just want to mark it. I don't know, this time around I've been like really good with my health. I feel like it's turning into a health video, not a raw vegan cleanse update. But I've been really good with my health and I've just been doing a really good job, I feel like. But let me give you guys an update on my weight. So February 1st, which was the first day of the cleanse, I was 149, but then the next day I literally went up a pound to 150. Because I think the day before that I like pigged out on food and the weight didn't like show up until the next day. But I was 149. Wait, no. My thing isn't showing the right dates. Hold on. Week. Monday. Did I not weigh myself in the first? Wait. Was I 149? Give me a second, guys. This is like, my health app isn't showing my weight from February 1st, but I do use LifeSum, and I just added MyFitnessPal to help me track my food. So that will be added to my, okay, where is my weight? Okay, so I'm not getting an accurate date, but I'm pretty sure I was around 149 the first day I started the cleanse. So I was at 150 the first day I started the cleanse. I was at 150 because yeah, I was at 150 the first day of the cleanse. The ending of February 7th I went down to 148. I know my weight now, and I'm not going to tell you guys just because it is week 2, but I have lost more weight. I don't know if I'm going to get down to 130 in this month. That would be like amazing to me if I did, but I am going to try and track more what I'm consuming just so I can figure out what weeks I lost most weight depending on what I did. Aside from me, like I said, eating the good food, I am also working out, so I'm also like trying to figure out which workout combination versus what I'm eating is helping me out. So that's the first week update on my raw vegan cleanse. Let me know if that helps you guys, if you're interested in doing a raw vegan cleanse. If you have specific questions, let me know down below, so next week I can answer those questions or try and continue to track that for the rest of the weeks. Check out the blog post so you can see the foods. I did have temptation moments, like for example my internship, they had like boxes of pizza. I didn't eat it. Don't worry guys, I didn't eat it. But it is just, this cleanse is teaching me like preparation and discipline. So yes, I did want to eat the pizza, but I was disciplined, and I had, luckily with me, snacks, of course nuts. But I had snacks readily available, so that was good. And I think honestly the reason why I'm eating so much nuts is because I don't have to refrigerate them. It's easier for me to go and like sit outside for 2 hours and not worry about like, oh my gosh, my avocados just spoiled, because they're perishable items. So I think that's the reason why I'm eating so much nuts. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys have motivation things to say, please comment them below. Nothing negative. This is just something that I'm doing for myself. So yeah, be back next week with another update. So it will be, I guess, the 14th. So Valentine's Day will be my 14th day update. I will probably not post the video on the 14th, but we'll have it up as soon as I can. So stay tuned on this journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.